Hi friends, we're going to discuss Cambridge Lower Secondary Checkpoint Science Paper 2 with a past paper code 1113/02. It's October 2020. The duration for this paper is 45 minutes. First, we'll scroll all over the question, so you may take a screenshot and pause this video for a while and use it for practice. So this is number 1. I will take screenshot. Page 2, number 1. Alright, this is number 1. And part 1, A part 1 and A part 2. This is the whole thing of question 1. And let's move on to question number 1b. This is 1b. And next is question number 2a and 2b. This is 2b, part 1, 2 and 3. Next we move on to question number 3 and question number 4. And next is question number 5 and this is 5 and this is 6. Next we move on to question 7. This is 7 and then question 8a, 8b. It's 8b, part 1, 2. Question 8b, part 1 and part 2. Next we move on to question number 9, A and B. After that we'll go to question 10a and this is question 10b. Next is question 11 and this is 11. This is A and B, C. And next is question 12a, 12b and 12c. Next we move on to question 13a, 13b and 13c. Then we have question 14a, b, c, d, 14d, which is 14d. And we move on to question number 15a and 15b and c. Next is question 16a and then 16b. And that's it for this paper. Now let's scroll up to question 1 and start the discussion. While you may pause this video if you need time to do this paper on your own. Let's get started from number 1. This is question 1. The diagrams A, B, C, D, and E show 5 different invertebrate animals. Question 1a. Which one of the animals is an insect? Choose from A, B, C, D, or E and give a reason for your answer. So if we see an insect, definitely is A. This is A because you can see that it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 legs, or 3 pairs of legs. That will be our answer. So we choose A, this one, because it has 3 pairs of legs or 6 legs. Question part 2. Which of the animals is an arachnid? Choose from A, B, C, D, or E and give a reason for your answer. Well, arachnid is spider, so it's definitely B. So we will answer B, and spider has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 legs, or 4 pairs of legs. So we have to remember arachnid is spider group, and we choose B, and it has 4 pairs of legs. Next, Question B. Which one of the animals is not an arthropod? Choose from A, B, C, D, or E. Give a reason for your answer. Now let's check what is arthropod. The animals in the questions are all invertebrates. It means they don't have the backbone. And invertebrate is grouped again into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Annelid, worm, arthropods, centipede, insects, cnidaria, stinging cells like jellyfish, echinoderms like starfish, mollusks, a soft body like snail, and sponges like this one. So each with its criteria. I pause this video for a while to read the criteria of each, the specification of each. For arthropods, it has jointed legs, more than one body section, and exoskeleton. So these are the three main characteristics of arthropods. Arthropods again is classified into arachnid, which has 8 legs, like in our previous question: spider, scorpion, crustaceans, crab and lobsters, and then it's insects, which has 6 legs, like our first question, and myriapods, like centipede and millipede. Now we sum up about arthropods. It has exoskeleton, that is, their skeleton is on outside of the body. Next, they have segmented body, that is head, thorax, and abdomen. And they have jointed legs here. It means insects have legs. Legs have joints and can bend. The joint and can bend. So these are the three main characteristics of arthropods. Now back to the question. Which of the animal is not an arthropod? Choose from A, B, C, D, E, and give a reason for your answer. So if we see just now from our revisions, the one that is not in the criteria is D. Since this is insect, this is spider, this is millipede, and this is crustacean. So D, as we see from here, it has no jointed legs. So we answer this one, D, and it has no jointed legs. That will be our answer. If you have any other answer and your doubt, you please write down in the comment section. We will clarify to you whether it's right or wrong. Just click the comment section in the Susan YouTube Hero channel if you're doubtful, because this is an open question, open answer questions, and it may have other possible answers. Like you may answer it has no jointed leg, or it has the body is not segmented. This one there's no segment in body, so body is not segmented. Or you may answer it has no segmented body. Now question 2. This question is about the 3 states of matter. A gas is blown into a balloon. The balloon changes shape. Why does the balloon change shape? Tick the box next to the correct answer. The particles of the gas expand to fill the space. The particles of the gas get bigger. The particles of the gas hit the surface of the balloon more often. The particles of the gas slow down. So we have to just get one correct answer. Why does the balloon change shape? And possible answer will be the particles expand to fill the space. Not necessary. This one is the particle of gas gets bigger. It's not correct. The particle of the gas hit the surface of the balloon more often, yes, and give more pressure. That should be correct. Particle of the gas slow down. No, it depends on temperature. Particle of gas expand to fill the space. That is the diffusion with it. The reason. So the reason is this one. The particle of gas hit the surface of the balloon more often, and it increases the pressure. So when pressure increased and the volumes expand. Next question. Question B. Rajiv investigates the cooling curve of a substance. He measured the temperature of a hot liquid every minute. The graph shows his result. Question part 1. What is the temperature of the hot liquid at the start? You can see from here. The temperature at the start is this. So it should be around 82. So we just answer 82. Next question. Name the process that happens when a liquid changes into solid. A liquid changes into solid will be freezing. Part 3. At what temperature does the liquid changes into solid? So we see from here, this is from the liquid state. And then this is the flat line, so it should refer to 60. So in this part from liquid is changes into solid. That's why the temperature is horizontal, constant. So we answer 60 degree. Question 3. Complete the sentences about thermal or heat energy transfer. Choose words from the list. Thermal or heat energy can be transferred from one place to another place. When particles are involved, the processes are what and what. When electromagnetic waves are involved, the process is what. So when electromagnetic wave is involved, it will be radiation. For example, the sun can travel through vacuum and reach the earth. That is electromagnetic wave now. So the answer for this one and this one will be conduction and convection. So will be conduction and convection. Next one, this one will be radiation. So it's radiation. Next question number 4. Look at the list of different energy sources: wood, sugar, coal, crude oil, LPG, sunflower oil. Which 3 of these energy sources are non-renewable? So which 3 are non-renewable? So non-renewable means it will not last forever. It will be used up one day. It will be from the crude oil. So the one that from the crude oil is coal, LPG, and petroleum. That will be the 3 answers we'll type down there. So these are all the answers. Now let's move to the next question. Question 5. Complete the sentences about changes that happened in the human body during adolescence. Choose words or phrases from the list. At the same time as body hair rests, earlier than enzymes, hormones, later than proteins. During adolescence, the human body began to change. Both sexes begin to grow. Something. This is due to the increased amount of something made by sex organs. On average, female becomes sexually mature, something male. So we have to match this answer. Let's see, and both sexes begin to grow. That will be the one that makes sense, will be body hair. This is due to the increased amount of the hormones. On average, females become sexually mature. It will be same time, enzyme earlier than males. That will be our answer. Next question. Question 6. Chen investigates some reaction We measure the temperature of the reactants at the start of the reaction. We measure the temperature of the product at the end of reaction. Start and end. Reaction A, B, C, and D. Temperature change in degrees Celsius. This is -5 because this is temperature drop or lower than the start. Type of reaction endothermic. When the temperature drop, it is endothermic. Question, complete the table. That will be question A, complete the table. So we have to complete this table. So 30 minus 20 will be 10. 30 minus 15 will be 15. 15 minus 25 will be -10. And when it's positive, it's exothermic. When this is the same, exothermic. And when it's negative, it's endothermic. So the table is filled. Next one. Which reaction has the greatest energy change? Explain how you know. Well, if you see from the table, the greatest temperature change is 15. 15, so it's reaction C because it has the greatest temperature change. So that will be our answer. Let's move on. Question 7. Mia and Leslie sits on a balanced seesaw 1 meter from the fulcrum to Mia and 1.5 meter from fulcrum to Leslie. Leslie has a weight of 400 Newton. Calculate the weight of Mia. The weight of Mia. So we have to remember the formula. There's a formula for level. Level formula is force 1 times distance 1. And this is the fulcrums. And force 2 times distance 2. So this F1 and F2 is the weight of the two girls. Now let's apply that on this question. F1 times D1 equals to F2 times D2. Since Leslie's weight is 400 Newton, will be the weight. So Mia's weight will be times the distance is 1 meter, and this is 400. 400 times the distance is 1.5. Then we get the weight for Mia is 400 times 1.5. It is 600 Newton. So it's 600 Newton. That will be our answer. Question 8. Some plants live in dry places where there is very little rainfall. Question A. These plants often have a large network of roots. Describe two different functions of roots. Well, the function of roots is to anchor the plants in the soil and absorb nutrients and water that are needed by the rest of the plant. So we type this down. Here we go, to absorb water and 2 to absorb minerals from soil. Next, let's move to 8b. When it is dry, resurrection plants are rolled up. In wet conditions, resurrection plants unroll and flatten out. This exposes the plant's leaves and reproductive organs. When it's unrolled, this is the leaf and this is the reproductive organs. Question. Explain why these changes are important. to the resurrection plant's survival. Part 1, unrolling to expose its leaves. Part 2, unrolling to expose its reproductive organs. The main function of leaf is to absorb sunlight for photosynthesis. So we type down unrolled leaves can absorb more sunlight, so the plant can do photosynthesis to make food. Next, unrolling to expose its reproductive organs. Reproductive organ is to reproduce. So we can answer, you can see here there is flower, so pollination can happen on stigma and followed by fertilization that produce seeds, and the seeds can be dispersed to produce new offspring for reproduction. That is for this question. If you have any different answer, you may write in the comment section in Susan Hira YouTube channel. We will surely reply to you if you want to clarify your answer. Question 9. Lily investigates the boiling point of some liquids. She uses a Bunsen burner to heat 20 cm³ of each liquid in a beaker. Which equipment should Lily use to measure the boiling point of the liquid? Definitely is thermometer. Question 9b. Write down one safety precaution that Lily should take. As it is boiling liquids, then Lily must take precaution with the heat from the liquid and protect her eyes or her skin. So we type down. So this is our answer. Thermometer, and she must wear goggles to protect her eyes from hot liquid. Now question 10. Mike explains that different materials have different densities. He says materials that are less dense than water will float. Water has a density of 1 gram per cm³. He finds that the densities of different materials, here this is given the table, gold, plastic, pumice stone, silver and wood with given density. Question 8. Predict 2 materials will float. Choose from the table. Well, it should be less than the density of water. That will be this one. Sorry, not this one. This is greater. Less than 1. Less than 1 will be this one and this one. Because water has a density of 1, so the material that has less than 1 will float. So it will be pumice stone and wood. Pumice stone and wood. Next. Question B. Mike collects some water from the sea. He tries to float the materials from the table in the sea water. Now 3 of these materials float. Use information from the table to explain why. 3 materials will be the first 2 that we answer in question A, pumice stone and wood, and 1 more will be plastic, because plastic has the density around 1.05, which is near the density of water. We type down. Plastic will float because sea water has a higher density than water. So even plastic 1.05 will float in sea water. Question 11. The seeds of cereal plants provide food for humans. The diagram shows 5 varieties of cereal plant, A, B, C, D, and E. A produce lots of seed, B small leaves, C does not need much water, D long stems, E shallow roots. Question. Scientists want to produce a new variety of these cereal plants. This cereal plant must provide lots of food, survive in dry condition. Which 2 plants should the scientists use to produce the new variety of cereal plants? Choose from A, B, C, D, and E. Well, the answer for that will be the one that provides lots of food and survive in dry condition. So survive in dry condition will be This one, because it does not need much water, and this one produce lots of seed. So we have A and C. So we write down A and C. Question B. Question B. Describe what the scientists do to produce the new variety. Well, the new variety is from A and C. The scientists must breed plants A and C and then collect the seeds, then grow the seeds and choose offspring that with the desired characteristics. They must repeat the process for several generations. Question C. Name the process scientists use to produce new varieties of plants and animals. Well, this method is called selective breeding. So the farmer selects plants A and plants C with the desired characteristic and breed them so they produce seeds, and the seeds produce offspring, and they select the offspring with the desired characteristic, and they repeat again the process for several generations until they get the characteristic they want. This is called selective breeding. Question 12. Look at the pictures of an iron pipe. The iron has reacted with water and a gas in the air to form hydrated iron oxide. What word describes this reaction? What is rusting process? Next, which gas in the air reacts with the iron? So it is oxygen. Iron with the presence of water and oxygen will undergo rusting process. Question C. This reaction is not useful. Explain why. Because it destroys the pipe. The pipe might start to leak. Well, that's it. We type down the answer. So it destroys the pipe. Next. Question 13. Sophia finds information about renewable energy resources used in a country for the years 2012 and 2014. This is the graph in pie chart, year 2012 and year 2014. Question A. Estimate the percentage of renewable energy provided by biomass in 2012. How many percent? 2012. So we see from here 2012. Up to here is 50%. Up to here is 50%. Half circle 50%. And we divide this into 2. So this is 25%. And then this is 25% divided by 2 will be around 12.5%. And then this 12.5% divided by 2 will be around 6%. Divide into 2 will be around 3%. And this, if you divide by 2 into, it will be 3, but this is less than 3, so we just take this as 2%. So let's sum up all together. 2%, 6%, 12.5%, 25%. So this is a quarter circle, so I write 25%, and this is the quarter divided by 2, so I write this portion 12.5, and 12.5, this is the portion of 12.5 divided by 2 is 6, and this is the portion of 6 divided by 2, so it will be 3, but it is less than 2, so it's less than 3, so 2, so we add up all together, we'll get 8, 20.5 plus. So if we add up, it will become, this is altogether 20.5 plus 25, it will be 45.5% or 46%. So we round up to 46%. So the answer for this, if the answer from the range given within the range of 43 to 49, it will be correct. So we just take 46%. Question B. The percentage of the renewable energy resources used changed from 2012 to 2014. Which percentage increased the most? Circle the correct answer. Is it biomass, geothermal, hydroelectric, solar, or wind? Let's check it out. So we have to choose the one that increased much. We can see in here the wind is increased from very small portion to great portion, so it's wind. So that will be your answer. Next question. Question C. The energy needs of the world are increasing. Why is it important to develop renewable energy resources? Well, we type down the answer. Renewable energy resources cause less pollution than fuel. So there may be other possible answer that is correct. If you have any other option for the answer, please feel free to write in the comment section. We'll reply to you if you need to clarify your answer. Question 14. Look at the diagram. It shows part of the periodic table. Write down the chemical symbols of an element in the same group as chlorine. So chlorine is here. Same group is, this is one vertical line, the same group, so it will be F. Next, write down the chemical symbol of an element in the same period as sodium. Well, sodium will be, period is horizontal line. Sodium is, Na is for sodium. So remember Na sodium. It will be horizontal line along this line. So you can answer any element that within this horizontal line. So we just type down, which is Mg is for magnesium. Next, write down the chemical symbol for of the element with an atom of only 8 protons. So 8 protons means the atomic number is 8. So 8 is 1, this is 2, this is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it will be oxygen. Oh, we answered. Question D. Complete the diagram to show the electronic structures of lithium. Lithium has 3 at proton, 3 electron because it has atomic number of 3. So we write down there are 3 electrons in its orbital shells. So we just write down here 1, 2, and this is 3. Next, question 15. The boxes show some ideas about the solar system. Match each idea to the correct scientist. Draw only 2 lines ideas. If a scientist suggests that the planets orbited the sun, build a telescope and look at Jupiter and its moons. This showed that everything does not rotate around the Earth. The first scientist that suggests planets orbited the sun is Copernicus. It's Copernicus. And build a telescope, it will be Galileo. All the other, Rutherford, Pasteur, and Darwin. Pasteur and Darwin is for the biology field, not the outer space. While Rutherford is for the chemistry. Rutherford is a scientist for chemistry related to atomic structure. This Rutherford is famous with his Rutherford model, which model the atom with its electrons. While atom, the mass of atom is concentrated at the center, which is nucleus, and consists of proton and neutron, and lightweight particle move around the central pole, or that is electron. Now, Pasteur and Darwin is the scientist in biology field. Darwin is well known for his evolutions by natural selections, while Louis Pasteur created vaccines for many diseases and also well known for pasteurization method. Next question. Here's the list of bodies found in the solar system. Which one of these bodies is visible because it emits light? Well, stars emit light, so we have to choose star. The star in here is this is not, this is planet, this is moon, so it's sun. So it's the sun. Question C, which two of these bodies are visible because they reflect light? Well, planet reflect light, and also moon. Well, this is star. They do not reflect light. They produce their own light. So it will be Mars and moon. Question 16. Aika and Oliver investigate thermal energy. They heat a copper rod covered in wax. Here is the apparatus they use. Heat wood pack, paper clips in the wax, wood block, wood bench, and copper rod covered in wax. When the copper rod is hot, the wax melts and the paper clips fall onto the bench. Aiko removed the copper rod. Oliver tells her to be careful. Complete the sentences. Aiko must be careful because blank. When she removed the copper rod, she uses. Well, the answer for this is because it's hot, and when she removed the copper rod, she uses tongs. Here are the results. Distance of paperclip from heat in centimeters 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Time for paperclip to fall in seconds. Aiko says it is a good idea to repeat the experiment. Explain why this is a good idea. So to repeat experiment, when there isn't, you can spot the anomalies or check the result and make the results more reliable. So we just type one of these possible answer. The results will be more reliable. And this is the end of our paper today. We'll scroll up from number 1 to you may take a screenshot of the mark scheme and use it for study. Oh, this is the answer for 1A, part 1 and part 2. This is 1B. This is question 2A. This is question 2B. Next, this is question 3. And this is question 4. This is question 5. And followed by question 6. And then 6B. And then 7. And followed by question 8A. And followed by question 8B. Next is question 9. AB and followed by question 10. A and 10B. Then we move on to question 11. A, B, and C. Next we move on to question 12. A, B, C. And question 13. Here we go, 13C. Next is question 14, A, B, C. And this is question 14D. Next we move on to question 15. And 15B and C. And last is question 16A, 16B. That's it for today. So today we have discussed science checkpoint with the paper code 1113, past paper October 2020, paper 2, and lower secondary. Please don't miss to check the links in the description as there are so many useful links for past paper, revision notes, science, math, English, and for secondary. And just click and it will show up the links. And at the right bottom corner of this video you can click the symbol so you can see all the description links. And don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell so you'll be the first to be notified when we release our news and latest updates. Like and share to anybody who might need this video. So that's all for today. We hope that today's discussion will be useful to you. So today's discussion is conducted by Study with Tuition Online. We cater for all these subjects and programs. Please write email to us if you have any answer past paper. We'll see what we can do for you, and write in the comment section if you have any interesting idea, advice, question, request. We'll reply to you as soon as possible. Bye bye and God bless you.